Partners in Ministry, a presentation of Josiah White's Quakerdale Foundation, dedicated to growing ministry support networks, introducing people to a cause that connects with their heart, bringing hope and encouragement to our communities as we seek together to serve as Christ served.
Welcome to Partners in Ministry. My name is Dan Smith, and today I'll be talking with Beth Andrew. Beth is the Executive Director of Quakerdale Family Services. In this interview, we're going to talk about integrating animals with therapy and take a live tour of Whiskers and Manes at Wolfe Ranch. Well, welcome, Beth, and thanks for joining me today.
Hi, Dan.
Hey, in our interview this time, we're going to talk a little bit about the integrating animals with therapy. But before we do, can you kind of give us an overview of the difference between counseling and therapy?
Absolutely. You know, Dan, that's a question that I get a lot. And basically, the difference is education and licensure. So, someone that has a bachelor's degree and experience working with people and helping people, they can do counseling. Someone that has a master's degree plus a license is going to then be able to do therapy.
Okay. Are there specific situations where counseling is more appropriate than therapy, or therapy is more appropriate than counseling?
I think it's going to depend on the person and what they are looking for, to be honest. I think that both are very beneficial. Both give you the opportunity to have someone to talk with and to work things through. So it's really kind of what you are feeling like you need. And if you want insurance to pay or if you want to private pay. So.
Okay, great. Well, I know one of the unique things that happens at Wolfe Ranch through Quakerdale Family Services is integrating animals with either therapy or counseling. So tell us a little bit about how you use horses as a part of counseling and therapy.
So horses is one of the biggest draws that we have here. People want to do the equine assisted psychotherapy. And I think that they want to do that because they can feel the healing power of the animals and the power of the big majestic power of a horse as well. So we use them in a number of different ways, but we feel that they are a part of our team. So it's not that they are an ancillary part, they are a part of our team. So when you come in for a therapy session with the horses, you're going to be meeting with me or another licensed clinician, our ranch manager, who is our equine specialist, and then also our horse. So the horse, we usually allow the horse to choose the family. So we take them out in the pasture and we let them meet all of the horses. And it's amazing to see which horses come up to families. And that's really the horse that they usually end up with, because they're like, wow, look at that. That horse chose me. So, but the horses, they keep us honest, and they help us learn things about ourselves that we may not be able to do in traditional talk therapy. So it's very experiential, it's very active, it's very hands-on.
What kind of results are you seeing as a result of horses being involved in these sessions as if they weren't?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think that what we're seeing is people open up quicker. They're able to get through some of the stuff that they're working on or they're struggling with quicker. And by quicker, I don't necessarily mean that there's fewer sessions. It's just that we get into things on a deeper level, on a quicker basis. So I sometimes like to mix doing the equine therapy with doing some traditional talk therapy, because there's some things that we probably need to delve into just a little bit deeper. We can do that right in the arena, or if the folks want to come back into the office, we can do that as well. So
yeah, I know you hardly can go to any kind of a ranch or a barn and there aren't going to be cats around, and that's a pretty natural thing. However, you guys are doing something a little bit unique. You actually call it a cat lounge, the Whiskers and Manes. Tell us a little bit about how you're integrating cats then in therapy.
So our cats that are in Whiskers and Manes are actually all adoptable cats. So we have partnered with the Iowa Animal Rescue League of Iowa, and they supply the cats and we get to take care of them. So how I see the cats making a difference in people is just being able to go and watch them. Now, I'm going to tell you something that people kind of like laugh at me, but however, after they think about it, they're like, oh, that's so cool. I would like to do that. So we have a security camera in Whiskers, so we can keep an eye on the cats and make sure that there's nothing going on with them if we're not here. So I will sometimes go home. Dan, I'm admitting something that I do and just watch the cats on the security camera. And I just find it very therapeutic and very relaxing. And I just enjoy doing that. So that's one of the ways I think that we can utilize the cats. You can just come and hang out down in the lounge and just watch the cats. Now, if you want to interact with the cats, you can absolutely do that too. And you can go and just sit on the floor and they will just come up and cuddle and love on you and just give you attention. And to me, that is a huge benefit of being with the cats, that
Sure.
therapy piece of it. It calms you down. It brings your heart rate down. It helps your breathing. I mean, there's a lot of scientific research out there of how both horses and cats impact us, not only mentally, but physically.
Yeah, I remember us having cats on the farm when I was growing up, and I'd get back from a ball practice or a tough day at school, whatever, and go, and I'd sit on the porch, and a cat would come up and jump in your lap, and you just kind of sit there and do the purring thing. And it's just amazing how relaxing it just kind of took everything away. And it was just kind of like,
Yep.
it really, really felt good. How long has Whiskers and Maine's been a part of the ranch then?
So we just recently reopened. We had been open previously, but we had to shut down just because we needed to change partnerships. So we reopened the beginning of November, like November 13th, I think, is when we said our opening was, and we started taking reservations then the following week. So right around Thanksgiving.
Nice. What kind of results? Is it too soon to talk about any, but are you seeing any results yet with the cats?
Well, we are excited to share that we had our first adoption yesterday. So we were just so thrilled that we got a great match. A gal came in and she was looking for a cat and she fell in love with our Miss Daisy, and she came back and took her home yesterday. So it was so fun to see Daisy going to a new home.
Had she been visiting with her before? Had she interacted with the cat before she actually adopted?
She did. She had come out to see the cats and to like talk with us about the personalities of the cats and what we thought maybe might be the best match for her. And she agreed, and that's why she got matched with Daisy.
Wow, that's cool. Holidays can be a particularly difficult time for people. And one of the things that might be helpful is if those that are pet owners might know ways that they can use their pets to help them through some tough times. How could, if I as a pet owner, take advantage of having a pet to help me?
Sure. Well, I think that there's a number of ways that you can do that. I think inviting your friends and your family to your home to hang out with your own pets is huge. I mean, you know how curious dogs and cats both are. They're going to greet that visitor at the door. They're going to be so happy to see them. And just that welcoming is therapeutic in and of itself. And then, just come and hang out. Let's just go sit on the couch, watch a movie. Cats will probably jump up and like curl up in your lap, or the dog might do that. So that's huge. And also, I think, taking your animals with you when you go places, that's a great way. Dogs are probably the most mobile and probably the easiest, to take along for a car ride. But you could absolutely take a cat too. You just need to probably plan a little bit more. But visit your friends who are shut in or who can't get out or who, may be struggling with something themselves. Take your pet to them. They can visit, they can hang out.
Well, that's a great idea. I never thought about that. I know I pastored for a number of years, and wished I'd have thought about it. It would have been great to do some visits to some older people or some shut-ins or whatever, and take a pet with me. It would really add another dynamic to that personal time, I can see.
Absolutely. We had a retirement community come and visit Whiskers earlier in the year, and oh my gosh, they loved it. They loved hanging out with the cats, and some of them weren't as mobile as what we are, and they got right down on the floor and they were hugging on those cats. It was really sweet to see.
Oh, well, Beth, I am just dying to show our folks your Whiskers and Maine Cat Lounge. Can we do that? Take a quick tour?
Absolutely. Would love to show you guys.
All right. Hey, guys, hang on. We're going to fade out. We'll come right back in. And when we do, you're going to see the cat lounge.
All right, Dan, here we are walking down the hall, approaching. You can see this really cute welcome mat, all the kitties on it. It's adorable. So you can come in here, and we've got a couple different options when you come in here. So we've got this beautiful table that our contractor made for us. We actually do have some beverages and some snacks that you can purchase. So if you just want to hang out and watch the cats from here, you can certainly do that. You can see we've got cats in there that they're kind of like wondering what we're doing. One of is at the door already going, "Hey, why aren't you guys in here? What are you doing?" And then we've
Remind
got
me
this.
again of where you got the cats. Where did they come from?
Sure. The cats came from the Animal Rescue League of Iowa.
Okay.
So they bring us all the cats, and we actually, like I told you earlier, we had one adopted yesterday. So we need to get another cat here.
Sure.
So we're going to be working on that. So in this book right here, we actually have pictures of all the cats and their biographies. So you can learn just a little bit about them before you go in and hang out with them. So that's helpful to do.
Yeah.
And then we also have some great cat merchandise over here. So we've got it all covered. The other thing, the final thing, we do have t-shirts over here. This is just a sample.
Sure.
And we have them for sale. We had to, Dan, take them off of the shelving because the cats, when they would sneak out, they would grab a shirt and run with it. So we decided not to keep the shirts down here. So here we go. Look, guys. Hey. Well, you guys are spilling water.
How fun.
So I'm just going to give you just like an overview, and then we can like meet the cats. So you can kind of see what's going on here. I have a cat that really wants to say hi. Oh, there he goes. Okay. So right here, we've got Mr. Pongo. He likes scratches. Down here, we've got Mustard. And we decided that his name is Mustard because of his yellow eyes. So, and here we've got, this is Amy. And she is bonded with Shay over here. They almost look exactly alike.
Yeah.
So Amy actually has a little white on her. This is Slade. And we think Slade was living out on the streets because he looks a little rough, but he is a sweetheart. A sweetheart. So we've got another kitty. He's down here in the house, and his name is Max. So, but you can see that there's plenty of places for them to hang out, plenty of places for them to lay down in really soft beds. So they love these beds. They've got rugs that they can hang out, lay on. What I think they really like to do, Dan, with the rugs is they like to run and slide on them and like make them go wherever they want them to go. So
they just like to play.
Yeah, they love to play. The other thing, just to let you know, we are in the process of making some additions to the cafe. We're going to put another catwalk on this wall that you see right here.
Okay.
And then we're also going to put another catwalk on this wall. We're going to have it go over the door and then down both sides. So they're going to have some more places to get high as well. Cats love to get up high and observe what's going on down below. So yeah, Dan, that's the Cat Cafe. You have any questions?
I just can't wait to get down there. So thanks so much for getting us an idea. You guys see what's going on here. If you want to stop by, say hi, spend some time with the cats, you know where to go now. So thanks, Beth.
Thank you, Dan.
Hey, Beth, thank you so much. That was absolutely fantastic. Appreciate the tour.
You are welcome, Dan. I hope that you had a great time. You need to come here in person and see it.
I definitely will, that as well as you guys. If you're anywhere near Wolfe Ranch and want to stop in and say hi and take a look at the cat lounge, I would highly recommend it, as well as the horses and everything else that's available. So if you've got any questions or if you'd like to learn more about Quakerdale Family Services, you can see their contact information right here on the screen. You can also find it in the show notes for this episode on our website or in the description of this YouTube video. On behalf of Quakerdale Family Services, Beth Andrew, and Partners in Ministry, I want to thank you for joining us today. And until next time, let's get out there and serve as Christ serves.
This has been a presentation of Partners in Ministry, a podcast of Josiah White's Quakerdale Foundation. To learn more and see the show notes for this and other episodes, visit our website. To stay informed of up and coming broadcasts, subscribe to our e-newsletter. To invest in our mission, donate today.